Cycle Fever TV is brought to you by these great sponsors, so support them. Call Tough Turf for all your landscaping and irrigation needs. Check out Seminole Power Sports for all their brands of motorcycles, accessories, and service. DA's Cafe, where it's all happening. Bikes, cars, great food, rock and roll music. Come on by. USA Payroll, payroll tax service, workforce benefit solutions, insurance, and human resources. Check them out. I got to meet Alan.
Hey, here we are.
Hey, I wasn't ready. What are they doing to me?
Who knows? Who knows?
Oh, goodness gracious. By the way,
Yeah.
congratulations, son.
Yeah.
I know you're feeling better. We missed you last
Yeah,
week.
no, I watched it though.
I know.
I watched it.
You gave me 2 thumbs up and 3 thumbs down.
Yeah,
What
for
was that?
playing with your phone again. Playing
That's
with
only
your phone
part of
and your
it.
iPad.
Part of it.
No, John had it right. Crazy John had it right.
Well, what can I tell you? Anyhow,
But I'm glad to be back because it's no fun not feeling well.
oh, I tell you what. Everybody knows how we got into this. We ended up buying Bill Young's old bike.
Yeah.
he
Captain
said
of the
to me-
Clouds.
He said to me, you know what, Dad? This is for everybody. On more on the father-son side, ever bike. And by the way, brought up,
Yeah.
tried my stuff now. Riders crash back to
Good.
normal.
All right, good.
But,
I'm sticking to my bike though.
but just so you know, started off father-son, then we got well, actually we had JD, and we had Mark,
Yeah.
and then Crazy John.
Gil was in
Gil,
there.
and now we got what's his
Rick.
Rick.
Talking about Rick.
Yeah. So our crew is going. We got running the TriCaster.
Well, the girls, yeah.
Yep.
We got Lexa and Satara, and we had Karalee.
Yeah. What is Karalee coming back?
She's coming back to school pretty soon. I think
Okay.
she's avoiding us. She doesn't want to come back.
I know. But anyhow, John's getting the IP address, and when he does, I'm going to put it up on Facebook, so that on Facebook, we're still having a problem with able to go up on Facebook. We went up a little earlier, showed some shots up there, and it was up good. I know Sean's upset because he usually sends out something for social media. So
Yeah.
get it up to the middle of the show.
Didn't get anything up
So,
there.
Ben, got the IP address yet?
Well, let's do this, and
Yeah.
then when we go to the clip, maybe they'll have the IP address, and we'll go from there.
Sounds good.
All right.
You want to go over the show first and then talk about the
Yep.
clips?
Yep. We'll just go over it real quick. Just say what's coming up.
All right. I'll give you number 1. You can do number 2. We'll do every other one. Alan Green's bike. Something that we did back at Leesburg in 2016.
Yeah.
So we're going to start showing some old stuff so back in and see it and figure out what's going on.
All
So
right.
that'll be on. Then what you got?
And we got another throwback Thursday. That was with you and Bill at Mississippi Gulf Coast.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Show footage of that and talk about some places that were there that are no longer there.
Right. To knock them out.
Yeah.
Then we're going to go to Shovelhead Lounge. You did that.
That was an interview, yeah, Ronnie,
They,
yep.
they did a charity run for somebody. As a matter of fact, you even ended up knowing the guy.
Yeah.
You went to
Tony
school with him.
Adriano.
Yep.
Yep. It's like like a cousin growing up.
Then we're going to go to a commercial.
Yep.
Then we're going to interview Wayne and Terry.
Yep. They're gonna do the ride for
The
fighting suicide.
Yep. Okay. Then we're going to come back out of that. USO ride with Richard Siegel.
We got a couple different things with that, right?
Yeah.
A couple different parts.
Well,
We
I
got
didn't know Michael was coming.
Richard Siegel, and then we got Rick here. I think Rick's gonna talk a little bit with Michael out
Yep.
here.
Yep.
And then Michael has a surprise for Rick, so we'll go from there.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Outstanding. All right, well, if you want to roll Alan Green's
Alan Green.
motorcycle, go ahead.
All righty.
I got to meet Alan Green. And we talked a little bit about his custom bike. I hope you enjoyed Alan Green's custom bike, Leesburg 2016.
Good afternoon. My name is Alan Green. I'm from Crystal River, Florida. This is a 2010 Harley Street Glide. It's a basic model. My wife gave me two options: either put an orange ball in the antenna or customize it so we could find it in a parking lot. We went through it with custom paint. We rebuilt the motor. It's a 103 now motor with 112 horsepower, air ride suspension. Front and rear, we based it on a Notion theme, as I was born on the East Coast and currently live on the West Coast, so we wanted something to do with the water. So thus you see the Chinese blue and the silver paint matched in with the black.
So your wife made you, gave you a real tough choice, the orange ball or the custom. How long did it take you to get it the way you wanted?
And you're absolutely right, she did. It took about 2 years all in to get it done. We primarily did the paint first, and then I wasn't happy with the performance. I went through and rebuilt the motor all the way through to the rear end with pipes and exhaust, several other add-ons.
Anything special that you really, really like about the bike outside of no orange ball?
The biggest thing I like about it, it's a beautiful bike, but it's also a daily rider. The bike has almost 30,000 miles on it. It's not something I keep in the garage. I own about 17 motorcycles all in, and this is my favorite of all that I ride.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Throwback Thursday there.
Now, you know, we're going to start getting back into going to some of the functions and filming this type of thing. And I know Rick's going to filming for us.
He's at a ton of events.
Oh, he's all over.
Yep.
But we want other people out there, and I want you guys, if you take a movie camera, film some of this stuff, you can send me an email and Dropbox it to us. I'll edit it down to about a 3-minute episode. Tell me all about it, and we'll put it on the show, because that's what we really want.
Know what's going on.
That's right. More stuff. And we don't care where you are.
In fact, somewhere out of Florida is even better.
Ace Rocker is having a reunion in London, and he's going to try to film some stuff, get it over to us.
Excellent.
So
thanks, Ace.
And we got guys that are in Sweden, we got
Germany.
guys in Germany,
all over the place.
If you're over there and and you happen to catch this, you film something, get it to us, we'll edit it, we'll give you credit, make sure you tell me who you are and everything else, and we'll put it on.
And be sure we can get back to you so we can let you know what it's going on.
That's right. An email address or something so we can get back to you.
Yeah.
All right. Go.
All right. So we follow that throwback with another throwback.
Now, this one's a sad one.
Yeah.
Because, back in 2000, we were actually on television, so we had all these episodes. And one of the episodes was we went over to Mississippi Gulf Coast. And, of course, Bill, people home don't, but he's like a historian.
Historian, he is.
He knows everything. Well, I won't say that. He knows a lot of stuff. You don't have to go to.
He knows a lot of history.
Knows a lot of it. But he took me through the Mississippi Gulf Coast, and now all the things that we saw and did, Katrina wiped them out. The restaurant we ate at, the Yellow Dog, I think it's called. That was probably as high up as the top of that building here.
Yeah.
From the river. And when that, or I should say from the Gulf, and when the Gulf blew in, it went up over the top of that. That's how high it went.
Yeah.
And wiped out everything.
The surge was unbelievable.
There was a tree. I don't know if we'll see it in the video. There was a tree that was there, and one person spent 8 hours in that tree while the storm was going on and survived.
Wow. See, and when we roll this, what you'll see, I think it has your whole beginning on it.
Yes.
Pretty sure, because as Dad said, back when was this?
Back in 2000.
2000. Wow, I can't believe it was that long ago. Him and Bill actually had a show on cable TV, and that's what actually led to this show when Dad decided he wanted to do it again.
No, you did, and I went with you.
And, well, you said you wanted to do it, and I said we couldn't get back on cable, too expensive.
Right.
So here we are.
Yep.
Either way. But, so when you see it, that's what you're going to see. This is when they were both riding back to the show. So, all right, Alexa, go ahead and roll that clip.
We continued east on US 90, crossing the Mississippi border. Once we were in civilization, we took a small scenic detour and headed south on Waveland Avenue. Turn left on South Beach Boulevard, follow the beach and into Old Town Bay St. Louis.
In 1812, there was a war between the United States and Great Britain, and there was a sea battle right up here. They had 5 little small American gunboats, and they attacked the British fleet that was preparing to attack New Orleans. Well, all the Americans succeeded in doing were kind of delaying the British. They finally got to New Orleans, and Andy Jackson completed the task right there in the Battle of New Orleans.
So all they did, they set up, their job was to stop the fleet here from England a little bit, and then we took over when they got to New Orleans, huh?
Well, I guess if they could stop them, but they were really kind of outgunned. What they did succeed in doing was just kind of delaying the whole thing.
There's a lot of history in this area then.
It was time for lunch, so before reconnecting with US 90, we stopped at a popular biker hangout in this quaint coastal town.
One thing about cruising makes you really hungry. And now we're at the famous Fire Dog Saloon in Bay St. Louis.
That's right, Hank. We're right here in Old Town Bay St. Louis on South Beach Boulevard. This place is famous for the most delicious burgers on the Mississippi Gulf Coast, including the famous Juicy Lucy.
I'm going to order the Juicy Lucy. We'll be right back after this message.
After reconnecting with US 90 and crossing over the Bay St. Louis Bridge, there's a detour off of US 90 worth taking. It's East Beach Boulevard, and it has some of the most amazing homes Hank and I will never be able to afford.
Hank, these houses along this stretch, they run the full range from just little small coast cottages to turn-of-the-century mansions. You notice the lots, they're not very wide, but some of this property probably goes back as much as maybe half a mile, Hank. You want to try and cut that with a push mower?
The people that own these, Bill, are they the older generation or the younger generation coming up buying these?
It's kind of a mix, Hank. You know, these homes were originally started by industrialists and people of commerce out of New Orleans right after the Civil War. And this was their summer home. They kind of got out of the city heat. The Civil War was a turning point on a lot of this architecture. And on any of these homes that were built before the Civil War or the war between the states, they're always referred to as antebellum homes.
So if it's before the Civil War, it's antebellum, and then do they have a name for them after, or just?
Yeah, they call these houses that were built after the war
houses that were built after the war.
There you go. So got a little history in.
Yep.
And it's amazing how much that just wiped
Everything out.
everything out.
Now, I'm trying to do something here, so don't holler at me, but go ahead. We'll do this, and then I'll try some more.
All right. So, if you guys have heard Dad say that I got my bike from Mr. Bill, that's his actual first Valkyrie.
Right.
And that bike, when they got hit with the hurricane, got totaled and wiped out. Then he bought a new one, which is the one that I have now. So, we've had all sorts of incidences with hurricane stuff.
Now, let me tell you. Up on the hill, the bad part was the people during Katrina. None of them had flood insurance. They didn't say that. They said you didn't need it. You're too far away from the water. Well, when Katrina came in, they got wiped out. He had a house that was a 2-story house.
Yep.
The water was on the 2nd floor. Bike and everything was in the garage. Totally got screwed up. Because he didn't have flood insurance, the only money that he made was $1,500 because he had a shed that was in the yard that got blown away. So FEMA had to take care of him. So Bill ended up coming and living in Orlando with me for a while, and then of all things, he decided he didn't want to run anymore.
Well, here's the scary part. They weren't going to leave. They didn't think the storm was going to hit them at the time. That's what's so scary about these things. So they were going to stay there, and I think you yelled at them enough, right? And then Francis might have said, that's it, we're leaving. They thought they were just coming to your house for the weekend and couldn't go back.
No. And when we finally went back to help out. We bought, I think we had 15 gas cans that we loaded up, took with us, and when we walked into his place, I was like, I couldn't believe it. I mean, water all the way up. And he had a beautiful house, and it was total. In his neighborhood, most of the houses were single level. They wouldn't let pets into the shelters. 12 people died in his neighborhood because they didn't leave their pets. Water came in, they drowned. So that's the bad part.
All the way around. It's all just sad. So,
but what else? We got anything good coming up that you want to talk about?
well, we got our shoot when went out to the Shovelhead Lounge. They had a ride going on. Tony Adriano was going around a turn, and his bike seized up.
Yeah.
Threw him right off. Put him in the hospital. Messed him up pretty good. And then run out there at the Shovelhead. She does a lot of events.
Yeah.
So she did a little event for him to raise money, and I came in and we talked to her a little. Go to the Shovelhead Lounge.
All right. Shovelhead.
There we go.
Maybe. John's talking to her and she's not paying attention. Shovelhead Lounge.
Shovelhead Lounge. Hey, it's Shawn from Cycle Fever TV. I'm actually out here with Glenda. Glenda is the owner of the Shovelhead Lounge. Glenda, how long have you been here?
9 years.
9 years. And
9 great years.
9 great years. That's better than just 9 years.
Yep.
So what brought you out here? And tell everybody the actual address so they want to come visit you.
It's 900 South Highway 1792 in Longwood, Florida.
All right, great. Well, Glenda, the reason I'm out here today, it's not a ride, but you had a benefit.
We had a benefit barbecue.
That's right. The benefit was for Tony Andriano.
Yes, it was.
And that was very nice that you guys put this together. So why don't you tell us a little bit about, what got it started?
Well, Tony's one of the family here. We don't call our customers. We call them family. They're part of the team here. We all work together. And when it comes to someone needing help, Shovelhead always steps up. The people here are phenomenal. I mean, just for an afternoon, we raised over $4,000, and that's a great few hours.
That's great. I mean, it's only been literally a couple of hours.
Yes, it was.
And I was in there, I got to say, people were buying tickets left and right, and $4,000 in a couple hours to help him out. And I mean, this is a rider whose engine seized up on him.
Yep, his transmission.
Yeah, its transmission seized up, and he went down, and pretty much the last thing that he remembers was being in the hospital.
Right. He was in the hospital for a week, a bunch of broken ribs, couldn't work, need a little help, pay the mortgage.
Well, listen, guys, this is what I talk about. The motorcycle community is a great community. Some people see it from a distance. They get a little nervous. Hey, these guys look a little rough. But you know, when it comes down to it, everybody really cares, and the biker community really gives back and helps people in need.
Above and beyond.
Don't they? Yes. So this was just great, and not, you know, I want to give you kudos not just for today, but I know we've been talking about Riley's ride, which is next week.
Yes, it is.
And next weekend, this is one of the stops for the poker run. So again, this just shows, you know, come on by and say hello, stop by, tell Glenda hi, become one of the family, right?
Yep, that's what it is, family.
We're at the Shovelhead Lounge, and they're also leaving from Critters and Rudy's. So they're all going to meet up at the barn. So we will see you in a little bit.
There's one of the original Misfit Angels. he's filming because they want to know something about the ride. How many years ago did it start? This is our 5th annual. We started 5 years ago. The way it became was 3 of our good friends, all 3 got diagnosed with cancer at the same time. And so instead of having one benefit apiece, we had one big benefit to compensate them. First year we raised almost $10,000. Second year we raised almost 15. Third year we raised about 25. Last year we did about 35,000.
Decided to take off, and they really kind of threw a monkey wrench to me because there was 2 groups, and what do you think happened? They went 2 different directions. So this was the first group, and now here's the second group. I really had a lot of fun, and I enjoyed myself, and I'm looking forward to the next one. Well, everybody left, and there I am, getting ready to go myself.
All right, I'm trying not to laugh because too bad we don't have a camera behind the scenes. Poor Crazy John's running in and out and in and out. He's saying we're having an audio issue.
Yeah.
Says it's peaking or something. He's changed what? 3 cables, 2 mics.
Actually, 3 mics.
3. This is our 4th mic.
Yeah.
So Crazy John in between clips, running around like a maniac. Running around like crazy.
I got us on Facebook, but I don't know if I can hear me talk.
All right, well, now it's working. We won't have to worry about it. So now it's good? All right, some sort of connection, but Crazy John got it figured out, so that's good. So Glenda, right?
Yeah.
At the Shovelhead Lounge, she's owned it forever. And she, again, that was just a great thing that she put on for Tony, but they'll always have an event at the Shovelhead Lounge.
We did the one for the little girl over there.
That's right. So there's always something, and it's the Shovelhead Lounge. Glenda's always great to let everybody say, hey, this is one of the stops along the way. So, on poker runs and stuff like that.
What's the one that's out by your house there that serves breakfast there? We went out there with the truck and brought the truck out there and shot live. I could see the sign behind the truck. Mark always used to go there. Still does.
Not Obies.
No. Oh, man. Well, you'll think about it. Hey, Mark, if you're watching, send it in to us.
That's right. Which I can't remember which one we brought the truck to. Well, anyways.
It was the one that had the stage on the side?
Oh, yeah. In, Rimini. They just had the breakfast there last weekend.
Right, yeah.
I'm sorry. I'll get it.
I'll get it, but we'll come up with it.
All right, well, it's that time.
What time is that?
Time to show the commercial.
Let's show a commercial.
And then so John can catch his breath.
Okay.
And then when we come back, we got a nice little interview. I think they're here.
Are they here?
Is our interview here, John? That's at the end. So we'll run the commercial, and then hopefully our interview will be here.
And then we'll figure out what we're going to do next.
That's right. All right.
The Ace is simply the most famous motor diner on the planet. Born in 1938 in London, England, it was notorious as a place for teenage rockers to hang out on motorbikes. Here in Orlando today, this is the first Ace Cafe in the USA. We're a restaurant, a bar, a concert hall, a place to shop. Basically, we're a gathering place for anybody who likes bikes, cars, and rock and roll.
When builders around this area need landscaping, they turn to Tough Turf Incorporated. Why? Because Tough Turf has been providing landscaping, irrigation, lawn maintenance, and lighting to residential and commercial builders and even homeowners associations for more than 20 years. As a family-owned business, we take great pride in making sure our employees approach each and every job with an exceptional level of experience, quality, and integrity. Tough Turf. When it comes to landscaping, nobody's tougher.
Seminole Power Sports. Number 1 in fast fun. Seminole Power Sports.
There's a whole lot of opportunity out there, and as the owner of your own business, that's what you need to be focusing on. Not payroll, hiring, and compliance. That's what we do. We're USA Payroll, and we started our business in 1994. So we've been there. We understand the growing pains and the not enough hours in the day that come with owning a business. So let us provide you with another opportunity. Help. We're USA Payroll, keeping your business in check.
Hey, there we are. Here's Crazy John. All right, here we go. We're here with Madeline, right?
Yep.
Just Madeline?
Kendall.
All right, Madeline Kendall. So, Madeline, everybody knows that if Crazy John's out here, that's one good thing.
It's Bike of the Night.
Bike of the Night.
So, tell us the first time at the Ace. Been here before?
No, we actually came when it first opened, and we've come almost every Thursday since. Not unless work takes me out of here.
Or the rain, right?
Yeah, the rain.
It tries. The rain tries. I don't know why it zeroes in on Thursday night.
I don't
likes
know.
Thursday nights, doesn't
Especially
it?
the lightning that's entertaining right now.
Just listen, I'm in the sod business. It's been raining every freaking day.
Yeah.
Lawn does look good.
Yeah, there you go. So, Madeline, why don't you tell us a little bit about your bike?
2005 Softail Deluxe Harley. I actually have a 2017 48 that I started with, and I've only been riding for about a year now. So
oh, wow.
My husband bought me a training last year at Christmas, and I got into it, and I'm hooked.
You're hooked.
There it is.
I got 2 bikes. I just want to let you know.
John's going to leave us for a minute. Oh, sorry, Madeline. We're having a little technical problem. We're trying to pull your bike up there. John, you want to see if you can get a bike real quick? All right. So, Madeline, so you only been riding for a year. That's remarkable. So, what was the bike?
A 48.
All right.
Little tank, peanut tank.
Yeah.
Love it. Quick.
Yeah. Got you
Probably shouldn't have been my first bike, but that's all right. It got me ready for this one.
Yeah, all right, good. And then, so a year ago, then when did you get this one?
I've only had this one maybe 4 months or so.
Oh, wow. Okay. 4 months.
Yeah.
Now, what's your husband ride?
A Fat Boy.
Fat Boy.
2017.
So you guys do a lot of riding together?
Not as much as we should. Work stops us a little, but every chance we get, we go for it. Like we were chancing the rain tonight, but we went for it.
A lot more people chancing the rain tonight than I thought. So it fills in. I think, we get that 5 or 6 o'clock rain.
It's that itch. Gotta ride.
Yep, and everybody's like, think I'll wait it out, and then it stops, and I was like, perfect, I'll head out there. So that's one of the reasons we changed from 7:30 to 8:30, because more people were rolling in and more things were going on. All right, so did John have a chance to tell you what happens with Bike of the Night?
No.
Okay. So Bike of the Night, what's going to happen is when we get your bike up there, which we will, all right, and we'll send it out.
I have faith.
We'll send it out. We'll let you know when it goes on. Okay. When it's going to air. And I think next month these bikes will run.
Perfect.
And you got to get all your friends and your husband and all his friends to vote for your bike.
Got it.
All right. And then what's going to happen is you get Bike of the Night for the month.
Perfect.
And they're going to put it up here at the Ace.
That works.
And then at the end of the year, we're going to have Bike of the Year.
Perfect.
All right?
Go for it.
But you got to get everybody out there voting.
Got it. I got friends.
There you go. I have one. So I never do very well in these things.
Yeah, exactly.
So, all right. Well, Madeline, we're having a little technical difficulty there. I don't know what happened with your bike there, Madeline.
Oh, no. It's down there, though.
It is down there. It is.
I see
Beautiful,
it.
Yep. Right next to your husband's bike.
Exactly.
There you go. That's the way you're supposed to park.
God's country.
Yeah.
And don't really know where we were going. We were following a group of bags, so that was a plus.
There you go. Yeah. It's good when they don't turn off too far before you still have to get
I
going.
was on the 48 with no windshield. It was a plus.
Oh my gosh, I got you.
So what's that around your neck?
Funny story. My training class. So I was driving it, and all of a sudden, just barely walking it. The clutch slipped. When it slipped, the bike jumped. When it jumped, I laid it down. Not dropped it, laid it down. This fell off. So out of a group of about 12 people, I was the only female that made it through the class, and the teacher said, congratulations. And I said, it'll be a necklace, and my husband made it.
There you go. Great job. That's very cool. What's your husband's name? Richard, great job, Richard. Richard's over there to the side. He goes, I'm not coming out doing you crazy people. I'm staying back here. I saw that. So, John.
The bike was nice.
It was beautiful. Great job. Tonight's been something else. Poor John's been running in and out trying to fix things. We needed a behind the scenes
Up and downstairs.
She didn't think he'd get it done. And I said, you know what? He's pulled off some more stuff.
I get it done one way or another. It happens.
So, Madeline, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Again, we'll send it out. We'll let you know when the bikes are going on to be voted. Get your little necklace out. Tell people, vote, vote, vote.
I appreciate it. I will. Thank you, guys. Appreciate
Madeline,
it.
thank you so much for playing. Richard.
Bye.
Oh, yeah. I'll tell you what. It's one of those crazy nights. Nope. So I was about to say he was going to walk right in front of the camera, wasn't he?
Yep. You better not bring your phone out. I swear tonight it'll be on I-4. Hey, let me go that big to I-4.
Let me tell you something. I don't know where these gremlins are coming from.
Oh, I'm telling you.
But, you know, we get here at 5 o'clock. Everything works fine. We get ready to do it. You know what we're going to do?
Just come here at 7:30.
We're gonna.
I'm telling you where they come from. They live in the TriCast. That's where they're coming from.
We're going to have to go through that whole thing. I'm going to have to give those guys a call and see if that one guy will come here and help us out.
We got to get some things. Yeah, we got to get some things.
This is not it. Oh, look,
hey,
there he is.
Back at you. So
now here's the funny thing. I got the IP address.
Yep.
Well, I press it. It doesn't. YouTube doesn't want to, or Facebook doesn't want to go to YouTube. So I will post this later tonight.
All right, we'll get that out there to you. So we've got an interview coming up. So if you'll go grab Wayne and Terry, because they were here a couple weeks ago.
All right.
Right?
You're going to let you guys do the Wayne and Terry deal? I'm going to walk out.
All right,
John.
I think he's leaving.
John, you come in with them?
All right.
No, now you be good tonight.
All right, I'm pretty good.
Okay.
All right. All right, so, there it is. That helps. We got Wayne and Terry. Now, is it Levesque?
Levesque.
Levesque. Ah, Levesque. All right.
French Canadian.
Levesque. French Canadian. All right, there we go. Well, you guys came and visited us a couple weeks ago, right?
Yeah.
We wanted to talk about the ride to fight suicide, right? So we're glad you guys came back out. I know you have dropped off a bunch of flyers for us, but why don't you guys tell people about the event and the ride and let them know about the charity?
Well, the ride is actually put on by the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention, the Central Florida chapter, and this is our 4th annual. And it's sponsored by the East Orlando Harley Davidson up on Althea Trail. And so this year we promised to be a really good event this year. We've really stepped it up. Harley Davidson stepped it up for us. And it's all about bringing awareness about suicide and advocacy about suicide. And me and my wife Terry here, we got involved with the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention because we actually lost our son to suicide in 2011. So for us to kind of heal and we thought we'd get involved with the suicide prevention so we can help prevent this from happening to other people and other families.
Save a life.
Wow, you know what? That's very special to you guys. That's great that you open up about it and you bring awareness to it, especially since you've gone through it.
The more we talk about it, the better.
Well, that's great. That's good. The more that you let people know. So now, go ahead.
I was just saying, me and Terry have been involved with motorcycles for 25 years. We've done events, and this is how we know how to raise money. The biker family has been, very generous, to a lot of charities.
Yep.
And the bikers that, we love the bikers. We ride, and so we thought we'd do this ride and it's one of a kind. There's only one suicide prevention ride in Central Florida. So we thought it'd be a good way to raise some money.
It's open to all bikes, so everybody can run out, everybody ride with you.
And it's September 29th, right?
September 29th. Kickstand's up at 10 o'clock.
Okay, that's what I was going to check.
This year it is going to be escorted by the Orlando Hog chapter, so we're real excited about that. They designed a route and they're going to escort us around East Orange County area. And I think it's about a 55-mile ride. And it includes lunch. And we're having a really great lunch this year. And we have a live band, Speed Limit 70 is going to be playing for us this year. So we're real excited about having them.
Awesome. And how many years has this been?
It's the 4th.
This is our 4th annual.
All right, and it said first 100 patches to the first 100 to register, right?
Yeah.
And it's only $20 a rider. And like you said, music, lunch, ride.
Lots of raffle items, silent auction, giveaways. Yes.
Good. All right. Well, listen. We're glad that you guys came out and talked about this. We're glad you gave these out. I see you guys out and hand them out to everybody out there.
Yes, we will.
So hopefully we get a bunch of people and we'll keep talking about it. And for our rides and events, we talk about it every week up until the event.
Right.
And you don't have to be on a motorcycle. You can come out and have a good time.
Absolutely.
And help donate.
Everyone's
help raise
invited.
money.
And we're also doing a Corvette show there too. We're going to have a bunch of Corvettes out there from the CCO, Central Florida Corvette Club. They're going to come out and display their Corvettes. So come out and see them too. And we're going to have games and we're going to have raffles and just some good times.
Good.
That's awesome.
All right. Fantastic.
Thanks for everything you're
Terry,
doing.
thank you so much. Appreciate Wayne.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, everybody.
Thank you very much.
Check out the ride. If you can make it, please do it. You don't even have to be on the ride to donate.
No. As Nick says, you can be in the game.
Oh, you can go to our. Actually, you can go to our.
I was going to ask. There's a site.
Website, www.afsp.org/Orlando Ride.
All right. Perfect. All right. Excellent.
It'll be fun.
Well, thank you guys.
Thank you very much.
Come out anytime.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
All right. There you go. That's it up there on the screen. So, all right. So, John, there's again another event. Riders, helping
people out. I mean, it's a lot of stuff, and it's good cause, And I mean, they lost their son, and they're turning it around, trying to
using it like they said to heal and help other people. So that's just fantastic. Now we've got 2 clips coming up, and they both have to do with the USO ride.
There you go.
So I'm not sure which ride, if it's starting out with the ride or because Dad's not here. So,
But hey, you want to just go to
Dad, are we going right to the clip?
No!
Well, you got to tell us what you're doing here. What do you...
I want to see you sing and dance. Hey, Rick, go and show them how to dance.
I'd rather you sing, Rick. I'd rather you sing. All right. So anyways, so we've got two things going on for the USO ride. I guess we have two clips going on here. We got one where we had Richard Siegel, who was, the ride was for their son. I think they were original and started. And then from there, we're going to bring Rick in. And I think Michael has something special for him as well.
All right.
So you know what? Let's go to the Richard Siegel footage, and then we'll come back with Rick and these guys.
We were at the USO ride a couple weeks ago, and I run into Richard Siegel, whose son is serving, and we had a little interview with him. Hope you enjoy it.
Well, we got a bunch of music in the background, and I ran into this gentleman, and I don't want to goof your name up, so I'm going to let you goof it up.
Richard Siegel.
I knew you would get it right. How is that? And what brings us here today?
The ride.
So you did ride?
Yes, I did.
Oh, right. Was it enjoyable?
Yes, it was. Absolutely.
We went out on it yesterday to check it out. I thought it was a pretty nice scenery and everything.
I got it right. It's right at 70 miles.
Oh, isn't that great? Now, there's a reason that you found out about this, right? Kind of tell me the story.
Well, the reason is actually somebody at work told me about it. And it just so happened that, of course, after the ride, I walked by this photograph right here, and I see that my son's in that photograph.
Okay.
And it just sent chills down my back whenever I saw that.
So, in a minute, I'm going to go over and point to your son. Is he still active right now?
Yes, he is. He right now he's a recruiter in Ocala.
Okay.
He's got about another year there, and then there's a chance he'll be deployed again.
Okay. And what rank is he?
He's a sergeant.
A sergeant. I never made anything, but that's all right. What's the name of your son?
James Fiegel.
All right, we're going to point him out here in a minute. If the camera wants to follow me, I know it's going to be tough. Come out with me. You get on that side, but I'm going to point your son out to you.
Okay.
Okay, because I know where he is. You ready? Right there.
That's him. Yes, sir.
Isn't that amazing how well I can do?
That's him.
All right, right here is his son. All right, and I noticed that it's the 7th annual, the banner that they signed.
Right. See, I remember him telling me about this picture that they took while he was in Afghanistan, and whenever I walked by it, I took a second glance, and I thought, well, that's my son right there. I couldn't believe it.
That's outstanding.
It's an awesome thing.
Outstanding. All right, well, I want to thank you so much. Tell your son thank you so much for being in service and protecting us.
Thank you.
All right.
Everybody here at Cycle Fever TV wants to thank all the vets for what they have done for our country. Again, thank you so much for serving.
I think we got to come down this way a little bit, guys. Dad, are you in there? I can't see.
I'm here.
I can't see the monitor.
I'm fine. All right. First of all, that was about 2 or 3 years ago that we met that man there. I happened to be walking through the crowd, and there was a poster of one of the USO rides that was sent to his unit, and I think it was Afghanistan, but I'm not sure. And his son and they all signed it, and they sent it back to him. And that was sitting there at 2 years ago, the USO ride. So we interviewed him. Now, in the meantime, I run into this guy named Michael Blanchett.
Yeah?
It was your bad luck, huh?
No, it was actually good luck. Michael has now taken over because the ride before was like a police ride and the USO ride, and it kind of everything was a memorial ride run together. Michael is now taking this over. This is your second year?
Second year.
And comes out here, and every time he comes out here, he breaks our equipment.
I made it work last
Did
time.
he
I was
really?
here.
Yeah,
That's it.
Hey,
And it's not you, it's him or him or him or
You were
the
gone.
air.
I made everything in there work fine.
See? Maybe that's it. It's me. I got it.
So anyhow, for people at home, we're having a few issues. But what's life without issues? But
And then we got our buddy Rick here.
Issues.
Rick, speaking of issues, we got Rick here.
Hey.
And Rick's been on the ride with us at the USO ride. Right? He's been on a few times.
Now, I'll say one thing about Rick. If there's 5 rides in a week, he's doing 6. I don't know how the heck he does it.
I don't know.
And then I saw him. You got to excuse me a minute for this one, but he put a video up talking about, oh, I miss my baby, and this and that. His bike being towed behind him in the car.
Yeah, I saw it.
Did you see that?
Hey,
But-
my girl.
Yeah.
That's it.
At least they don't talk back. That's
Right.
a good thing.
That's right.
Now, before I get in trouble, sorry, Linda. Now, let's talk a little bit about your USO ride. You've been doing it for this is your second year. Where's it going out of?
Goes out of Orlando, Harley South. Registration starts at 8:30 in the morning. It's a police escorted ride through Osceola, Orange, and Lake County. Returns back to Seminole, Harley South for after party from 12 to 3. Free lunch on us. One of the biggest T-shirt, which we just got that signed today. Everybody's getting a free T-shirt. It's pre-registered for the ride. I also signed a big VIP rider today that'll come out. He's going to do the whole event.
Is that what I did earlier?
No, that wasn't you.
Sucks.
No, you signed the donut
I
waiver.
said VIP. I had to get extra donuts just for him.
That's it. That's a donut
You
waiver.
hit him on me last year.
I know. But
That's all right.
my big VIP riders this year.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
Yep.
He will be there.
Outstanding.
very cool.
Does he ride a bike?
He rides a bike. He used to ride motors for Highway Patrol.
Really?
He also was, he's a veteran, served in Afghanistan. So we asked him to come out.
What, I don't want to put you on the spot, but what channel is that?
Channel 6.
Channel 6.
WKMG.
Yep.
If I can reel it back a little bit, why don't you tell everybody what the USO stands for and what the purpose of this run is, because there's a specific purpose of what you're doing with these funds.
Yeah, USO Motorcycle Benefit Ride is to raise money for care packages for troops in harm's way overseas. 100% of the money goes to that. We charge $25 for the rider, $15 for the passenger. It costs us $25 to ship one care package. That's without putting anything in that care package. That's just the shipping. You know, we make nothing off of it. You're already getting, like I said, a free T-shirt that we have this gracious donor that paid all the money for all those T-shirts. Plus, we had a donor that donated all the food for the ride. And what more can you ask for $25?
Right. Not much. You can't.
You know?
Now, is there a donation link on your page also?
There's a donation page on the website. It's the usobenefitride.com. If you go to the registration button, you can add the donation there, everything.
So basically, for those of you who can't make the ride is out of Kissimmee, Florida, in Central Florida, but you can donate $25 because, again, the money that they're collecting is going out to provide care packages to our deployed troops. They're overseas defending our country, defending our freedoms, so they want to receive. It's nice to receive a care package, whatever it may be, whether it's toiletries, it's snacks, it's food, it's books. So go ahead, and if you can't make it, you can still go online and donate $25.
You can help out.
Did you bring a T-shirt with you?
Nope, they're not. They're being printed.
Oh, okay. You could have brought a T-shirt and we could have lied about it.
We'll show a T-shirt. Just a blank T-shirt we can do drawing on it.
Yeah.
He'll draw for you.
I can do stickmen real well. But I got to tell you this. Well, before I go that far, could you do me one favor?
What?
Could you clear the roadway so there's no turtles on the road?
I already got it all turtle free.
All right, good. You got that blocked off because they're quick little bastards. They try to take me out.
That's all I heard when he came back. Well, geez, Dad, I almost wiped out. A turtle walked in
I
front of
said,
me.
that damn bastard. You had to hear all the bikes coming. He still kept coming by. I go, all right.
So it's going to be a turtle-free ride.
You kept moving him out further.
Turtle-free ride, September 15th. It's going to be at Harley South, which is off of 192. That's if you are familiar with I-4 and Disney, you got to go past I-4, probably what, about a mile and a half, 2 miles? And it'll be on your left-hand side. Great place. Love the air conditioning when I'm there.
And you're going to get chills when you ride under that flag.
Oh, that flag is something else.
That flag's just huge.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
So for you, that'd probably be another ride that you're going to be all upset about, that you're going to have to bring your baby.
Well, I got 2 events that day. I'm doing the USO ride, and then that same night at 6 o'clock, we're going to be at the Whiny Wench in Oviedo, at the Oviedo Mall. She's providing up to 45 people that come in, and they're doing a painting of Michael Jackson. A free t-shirt is provided by Sunny Pictures and Navy Mom Mary, but they're donating 40% of the registration fees back to our charity because we're raising money for the cuts for the Snowball Express.
Okay,
so we got 2 events on the 15th.
Let me ask you this now. I can't pronounce the name of the place, so I'll let you pronounce it. Mary Wench something or whatever. What are y'all laughing at? I'm dyslexic. Cut it out.
He's got the peanut gallery brain to his mouth, right? Not reading, but from here to there.
All right, so 40 people are going to paint.
45, yeah.
45. But can other people go there also? Or just only...
Well, it's 45 people that can go ahead and register and paint because we provide them, the Whiny Wench, they provide them with an easel.
Whiny Wench.
The Whiny Wench Oviedo.
From Oviedo.
Yeah. And they're in the Oviedo Mall, and Navy Mom Mary, who you've had on here before.
I love her.
She's the one who folded the flags for the Gold Star.
She just gave a class with all the kids.
She did a class last week at Mission Barbecue. Well, she put me in contact with the Whiny Wench. So I got to give props out to Navy. Oh, there's Navy Mom right there.
Hey, there she
Thank you, Navy Mom Mary, for putting it together.
All right, so, but by the way, if you go up to our Cycle Fever website, you can see all the kids. You just got to scroll down. You see all the kids making the flags. I got to tell you something. Those kids were all excited. That was really neat.
And that was at the barbecue. Where was that?
Mission Barbecue.
Mission Barbecue. That's where that was. I want to
in Oviedo. In Oviedo.
Mission Barbecue. Don't get them confused with the Whiny Wench, but they're you can hang out at both of them.
But the first 45 to show up to the Mission Barbecue, they can donate money too.
That's it. Why not?
Yeah.
We're just gonna make that rule. So just go ahead.
Yeah. Keep John away from there though, because pretty soon he's got to run out of money.
Well, now listen, you are gonna be on his ride, right? And then you've got to ride towards your patches. It's a good little lead-in because Michael's got a little something for you.
Oh, does he really?
Yeah.
Well, Mike already donated 200 USO
patches already.
Where's all the money?
Gives you another 95.
Another 95
Are we doing the...
There's $100.
This is week 4 of the $100 patch challenge that was put out by John Chaney, Crazy John.
Crazy John.
And he's back there, so $100. He already donated 200 patches.
So
we met at Combat Cafe.
Yep.
Well,
look at that.
He's come out with another. He's come out with more patches for the Snowball Express children through the Patriot Guard Riders of Florida who provided the cuts. So, Michael, thank you very much. We greatly appreciate it.
That's your money.
$100. And again, he's donating it back, so we can't appreciate you enough. We thank you very much. We'll definitely support your event. This is going to go for the children.
I got an idea. You go to the Whiny Wench and you can pay for yourself to get in there for 40,
Actually, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be filming on behalf of Cycle Fever TV.
You are.
So I'm going to have the 45 people that register, and we'll be out there documenting it because we're going to go ahead and be able to promote the event and give thanks to the ownership of the Whiny Wench, to Navy Mom Mary who helped us put it together. We want to go ahead and document it and put it out there.
And you better be at the Mission Barbecue for the next one.
Oh, absolutely. I'll definitely be there.
Now, with this,
that's right, you did.
With this, we're going to roll a clip of the USO ride.
You did it already.
You had 2 clips on here.
No, I have 1 clip on there.
Well, so if we got a little bit of time, show me what. Is there a second clip?
You got, girl.
Just
clip.
one.
Thank you.
Okay.
Well, since we got some time to kill, apparently.
Whoa, lightning.
Let me kind of throw out there. We spoke about this. I think it was last week. Where Jerry Strickland from Mission 22, he reached out to me about an Army veteran, served 14 years, and he's had some traumatic experiences overseas, and it created some PTSD. He had some traumatic brain injuries, IED blasts and things of that nature. Well, he's been released. He was discharged by the Army. 100% disabled by the Veterans Administration and Social Security Disability. They live up in Pensacola. not only is he suffering and disabled as a wounded warrior, but his 2-year-old daughter was diagnosed with leukemia. So we put together a poker run that's called Operation Mickey Mouse. It's 2 weeks from now, a week and a half. It's going to be on the 25th.
Yep.
September. Are we in September? August 25th. It's going to be at the Foxhead Lounge. I'm dyslexic just like you are.
I knew you were coming up.
Foxhead
Lounge. Foxhead Lounge.
Foxhead Lounge in Osteen, 9 o'clock.
No, is that where it's going out of?
That's where we're going
Where
out.
were you when we needed that baby for?
We just got it. Foxhead Lounge.
Foxhead Lounge, 9 o'clock. We're raised at 9 o'clock, breakfast, registration. From there, we go to Jolly Gators in Geneva. And then from there, we end up going to Mission Barbecue in Oviedo.
Yeah.
And we want to support them as well. But we're raising money for this family. We'll bring them down here. They can have a week stay at Disney World and theme parks. They need it. So if you can support that, that'd be great.
All right. I got an idea. You got to remind me after the show goes off. I got an idea. I don't get them often, but I got an idea and I think it'll work.
I was going to say, it'd be likelier if he remembers it after the show, but we'll see.
No problem. And you know, everybody, you can take all of these guys and add them together. I'm still older than all of them when you add them together. So don't let them bother you. Now, I got this I want to say. Starting tonight, poor Rick has been sucked into the Cycle Fever family, and if you ever keep up with him, he goes all over. So because he goes all over and we got chains and balls to our legs and we can't go all over, he's going to start doing a lot of filming for us. So when you see him out there, you go up, introduce yourself, talk to him, tell him what's going on, and he'll tell you what's going on as far as the biker community and how we're trying to help everybody. So if you've got something out there and we can help you, we'll be there. If we can't, at least we'll put it up on our website and our Facebook page. So just keep in touch. Watch for Rick. Watch for my buddy Michael, because he's going to come next week and see if he can fix all the equipment. Sean will be here. Crazy John and I are going to be going to Tampa on Tuesday, and maybe we'll get an answer Tuesday. That's right. Sorry.
Oh, let's see. And he's going to remember something by the time the show's over,
Let's
right?
go to Miami.
All right.
There's nothing in Tampa.
Exactly.
He's going to go to Foxhead Lounge.
Exactly.
Help me.
All right, guys. Well, as always, thank you, man.
And one last thing before we sign off. Not only are we bringing good news, but you know what? We need sponsors, corporate sponsors. Let's go ahead and bring this show throughout the state and throughout the country to share good news, what's happening, not only with my nonprofit, but other charities, other individuals that are doing good work. So sponsors, corporate sponsors, we need you to step up to the plate so that these guys can take it worldwide. I mean, let's make this thing happen.
We would like to be able to boost everything, and I'll tell you what, we went and talked to a PR company. And the first thing they said is, well, you got to come up with $5 grand and we'll give you a year's setup. But, you know, money doesn't grow on trees, so we do need people out there, like you said. I know the first thing you're going to say is, what's your viewership? Well, each time we put to a show, they run constantly on Facebook and YouTube. So tonight might be 500 people, but at the end of the month, we might have 3,000 or 4,000 people. And there's all these different venues that we show, so you have to add it all up.
You know how many times he clicks a month to get up to 3,000?
When I'm in Tampa, I'm going to do it.
That's right. Well, you're in Tampa waiting for John while he's in Miami. You'll have some time on your hands. I want to book that plane ticket just for Tampa to Miami. Oh, God. Well, as always, guys, you guys always do a great job. Glad to have you on the show, man.
I'm glad you're feeling better. Welcome back, man.
Thank you. Guys,
you're welcome.
You're welcome. Get the hell out of here.
All right, brother. Thank you. We're going to let these two guys finish it up, wrap it up.
All right,
guys. Thank you.
I'm not used to being on this side. Why don't you go over here?
Okay, I don't want to throw you off.
So your name will be okay.
Don't want to throw you off. Again, you know, these guys put on some great events, helping bikers out. There's always something, like you said. Rick's always up to something.
Yep.
He's always got something going on. So,
where's who?
Where's Crazy John? He gonna come out? All right, so.
What do we got?
We're gonna do some rides and events.
All right.
John, you want to start out with the Ace Cafe stuff?
All right.
So, we
got the Ace Cafe Friday, August 17th, Zombie Bash. The Zombie Bash. Zombie Bash. Okay.
Now, you know what that is?
7:30.
You know what that is? That's one of those big wheel trucks.
Monster truck. That's it.
That's what I said. Big wheel truck.
Big wheel. See, when we were little, they had a big wheel, but a big wheel truck's a monster truck.
Yeah.
Now.
Okay. So the monster truck.
And because I've had a big wheel. It's in Tampa. I mean Miami. I had a big wheel, but I've never had a monster truck. There's a difference. All right, then we got Saturday, August 18th. We got the Wide Track Warriors Pontiac meet.
Okay.
There you go. That's different, right? 6 o'clock. Sunday, August 19th. We got a Summer Meltdown, 10 to 4. Okay. Monday. This Monday. We got the other Cheney doing Porsche night.
Porsche night.
Yep, Porsche and Mercedes, right? Hey, the 944 night was a pretty big. That was a big turnout. A lot. Yeah, those people aren't messing around. No. And then we got actually Tuesday, August 21st. We got BMWs. They didn't want to be left out, right? Yep. Yeah. Weren't they mixed a little bit?
They did it with Mercedes.
Yeah.
Mercedes.
Is now with Porsche. Who knows? All right. And then Wednesday, August 22nd, we got GM and Corvette night. Yeah. There you go. So there you go. Every Tuesday, we met the guy, Trivia.
Yeah.
He's up here.
One day we'll have to come here and just blow their minds.
We'll have to come and laugh.
Yeah.
Because it seemed like everybody was having a good time that time we were here.
Yeah.
And then we're coming soon. What is this? Saturday, August 25th. News Junkie Real Radio, 104.1. We learn something new every time. Every time.
Yep.
Every time. All right, what do you got? You got the shout outs? Oh, we got what? Indian Motorcycle? Indian Motorcycle. They're the sponsor of Bike Night. Yep. Right. We got I Motorsports. Who else we got?
Got USA Payroll.
There you go. USA Payroll. Favorite leather. We got my favorite leather. Dionysi there. That's it. Oh, they got some good stuff. Hart and Huntington tattoos right down below us here a little bit.
Not anymore.
Not no more. Oh, they're done. They had
the wrong door.
They're back to Universal. They're not done. Back to Universal. Yeah, they're not done. They've been around for a while. They're like one of the hottest. They're one of the top ones around. They are. They came to do some things here, and it was awesome. Every time I went down there, somebody was getting something. See, I knew if I held out long enough, I could get away without getting a tattoo on TV. You guys kept trying to give me a tattoo. All right, now we got Psycho Fever TV. Yep. Right. So there you go. I've got a young lady that I went to high school with. Her son has autism, and Bubba's nickname. She shows some funny pictures. He's really a trip, great kid. But they've got a ride coming up on October 6th, Saturday, October 6th. She reached out to me. There it is up on the screen. Yep. All right. It's Access Ride for Autism. Okay, and that's has registration begins at 9 a.m. Kickstands up at 10. There's some stops along the way: the Orlando Yamaha Kawasaki, East Orlando Harley Davidson, Cycle Gear, and then the final stop is lunch raffle with cars here at the Ace Cafe. So hopefully I'll be here. Yep. It depends. It's my anniversary weekend, so it depends if it's that weekend or the weekend after. But hopefully I'll be here. We'll see. So if you see on the bottom there, oops, sorry, it's gone there. www.accessrideforautism.com. Again, www.accessrideforautism.com. You can go on there. You can sign up for the ride. You can donate. Again, it's one of those things. You don't have to be on the ride to donate, but it's going to be a great cause. So it's for Access. The reason it's called the Access Ride, it's because it's the Access Charter School.
Okay.
And they help and they deal with autism and stuff like that. So they can use as much help as they can get.
All right, I got one.
Don't forget about that ride.
You got all your rides in yet?
Well, we got the USO ride that we talked about, right? That's September the 15th.
Yep.
So there you go. And then we got we have a donation. The ride to fight suicide that we talked about as well. And that's Saturday, September 29th.
Okay, now yeah. September 29th. It's a Saturday. We have been challenged and we're putting on a poker run for Warriors on Water. These are all women that have had survivors of breast cancer. And Breast Cancer Month is the following month, so we're going to kick it off on the 29th. Now, this is what's happening, and I want everybody at home to make sure you come here because it's going to be a blast. We're going to start off here at the Ace Cafe, and we're going to ride over to Lake Fairview.
Lake Joe, you remember the
Yeah,
lake?
I know. Sometimes, Rick told me.
In Tampa.
So, in Tampa. Yeah. Don't do that. Anyhow, we're going to ride from here to Lake Fairview. Now, at Lake Fairview, they've got these dragon boats that can carry 13 or 20 people, and you row them. So, you get a card here for the poker run. You'll get one over at the boat dock. Okay, and from there, you can do one of two things. You can swim. No, don't say that now. You can ride your motorcycle around the lake to the next spot.
Yeah.
Or you can get in the paddle boat and paddle over and get your next ticket. And then from there, you can ride to the other end of the lake. By then, you ought to be really tired. You can go to the other end of the lake and get your poker card. And then we're going to come back here and finish off here and have a barbecue.
I'm going to need oxygen. But aren't we challenged?
Yes. Now, this is the other part. I already told Rick what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be the guy that bangs the drum. You look at me, he's laughing. So, we've been challenged by the women.
Feet of any of us here.
Don't matter.
He's going to be
just as long as you guys stay straight. But anyhow, you want to have some fun. This is going to be a blast. Battle speed.
That's it.
I'm going to wear a helmet cam. Guy in the back, I don't know who's going to be in the back, will have one, and then we'll have a boat filming us. So you can come out, and I'll tell you what, we're going to take bets on if we can beat the women. I got a few secrets, I can't tell you what they are, but
the only way we're going to beat the women is if they let us in their boat.
No,
and we jump off and we get there first.
I got a deal. Don't worry. I got a secret.
Is it your deal? Is it with Evan Rude?
Yeah. Shit, I told you not to say anything.
I hope so.
Man, now I got to go for Mercury. Anyhow, for everybody, we really want you to come out to this. We want you to come out to all the charity runs because, believe it or not, you are the lucky people. And some of the people that we work with are not so lucky.
That's it.
And we need to help them. And that's the whole thing. Rick told me today, he said, you know what? What I really like to do is to be able to, I don't care what nationality, what politician you like, but as a group, we need to get together and start working together and helping one another, like the old days.
Yeah, we do.
And this is what we're going to try to do. So come out, support everybody. You know, if you don't have the money, you can come out and volunteer. It's that simple.
That's it.
All right?
Show up.
Now, with that being said, you gave away my secret on the boat.
I'm ready.
All right.
I'm ready.
We probably need about 3 or 4 more volunteers. Now, here's the worst part.
Hey,
I don't know if they have a
like
weight limit on those boats. Because if they do, you and I are in trouble. All right.
All right, everybody.
Let's say hello and goodbye and get out of here.
Any shout outs?
I got one.
Mercury or Evan Rude?
Hank Stone, you better show up tomorrow. I got a 10 o'clock appointment.
That was mine. Hank Stone was mine.
Okay, well, you can shout out to him and tell him to show up at 10
Just because I felt bad, Hank, that I missed you last week, so hopefully I catch you again. It's always a great time hanging out with you, but I got to tell you, I'm sitting there watching the show last week.
Oh, he talks a lot.
And besides the fact that he's playing with his phone when he shouldn't be, John's calling out on it.
Who's this?
But I got to tell you, Hank, you're the actor of all of them, and you were the most quiet of anybody.
He stood there like this. He was afraid of us.
I don't. He's like, you've been with this show how long? You're like, I'm not involved with these crazy bastards. He's not like this. He didn't want to be guilty by association.
He's the actor, and he talked the least.
You're already guilty by association, man. But I want to see you. I'm sorry I missed you. It's great seeing you. Karalee, you should be coming back to school. So hopefully your summer's over, and we'll get to see you pretty soon.
Yep.
Back here. That's it.
Yep.
All right, guys.
So,
all right, we're good. Crazy John says it's official. We're good. We're good. All
right.
We're good. All right, everybody. Well, thanks everybody for watching. Thanks everybody for hanging out. How are you back there? All right. All right. Navy Mom Mary's back there. She's telling us to wrap it up.
Yeah.
All right.
She said that an hour ago.
All right. All right, everybody. Well, thank you.
Thanks for
see you
coming.
next week. So Join the adventure and enjoy the ride. We'll see you.
Catch you next time.